First time I ever touched a gun, I hit a target 6 clicks out. But the day I awakened, I got permanently banned from weapons. The armory put me on full lockdown. Even toy guns were off limits for me. My activation requirement? Fire 100 million rounds, so every instructor told me to just give up. Even the top military brass said this was straight up impossible. So I camped out at school for 5 years, flat out refusing to graduate. Because only the school's VR training room would let me practice. And today, I fired 900 rounds, just 100 left. I took a deep breath, grabbed the machine gun and went full auto on the targets. 5 whole years. In a world invaded by game monsters, only 30% of adults ever awaken a class. Thousands of awakened ones die on the battlefield every year. You can imagine how shameless I had to be to refuse graduating for 5 years straight. Then I heard that familiar laughter behind me. Didn't even have to turn around. Same kids who already class changed, here to watch again. Some dude with bleached hair said with that snarky tone, "Oh look, Senior Zung's playing try hard again. My little brother's 2 years younger than you, already in college for class changers, and you're still here with toy guns." I ignored him, kept shooting. 5 years of trash talk. I learned to tune all that noise out a long time ago. The last round fired. Congratulations. Activation quest complete. System records show that during activation, you fired 100 million rounds. Achievement unlocked. First and last of its kind. Your info cannot be forcibly inspected. You are immune to your own skills. Passive skill, World Arsenal. When energy is depleted, cast 1 skill for free. Class strength raised to maximum. Successfully activated God tier class, 9th Heaven Gunslinger. Class talent, Mechanical Ascension. Awakening skill, Annihilation Ray. Rain down 1800 meter beams of destruction, lock on and strike at the user's will. Every skill's awakening tier, so this is what it feels like to be broken. I was hyped out of my mind, headed straight for the dungeon hall to take my graduation exam. The place was packed, new class changers lining up for the exam. A staff member called out without even looking up. Next. The second I stepped up, the whole room went dead quiet. Then the whispers started. He didn't even pass the pre-exam and he's here? Skipped the whole assessment. Nothing special about him either. Probably pulled some strings. Pfft, acting all confident like he could actually awaken. Bet he embarrasses himself. I ignored all of it, walked straight to the portal, and light flashed. I got teleported to the Goblin Dungeon, a massive forest with a goblin fortress in the distance. Other class changers were already teaming up to grind, but nobody wanted the freshly awakened deadweight. Fine by me. Perfect chance to test my new skills. I walked up to a ridge, held up my thumb to gauge the range, and locked onto the center of the fortress. Annihilation Ray. 2 words and the whole zone erupted. 1800 meter energy pillars came crashing down from the sky. They slammed into the fortress. Boom. Spinning, expanding, erasing everything in their path. Tens of thousands of goblins vaporized instantly. Surviving students ran for their lives in pure terror. And my XP bar, it went absolutely nuts. Ding. Congratulations, you've reached level 41. I popped my storage ring and vacuumed up tens of thousands of drops, including that shiny golden SSS rank completion token. Swept it all clean. When I stepped out of the collapsed dungeon, everyone stared at me like I was a monster. The staff member's clipboard hit the floor. He stuttered out, "SSS rank, how is that even possible?" Meanwhile, back at Zhangchuan High, a few teachers were huddled together figuring out how to kick me out. He's just a coward scared of dying. Keeping him here is ruining our reputation. Yeah, we gotta find a way to make him drop out. Right then, the office door swung open. I walked in. "Mr. Qian, I'm here to graduate." I set down a dragon-engraved solid gold token on the desk, 5 blinding S's on it. The entire office went dead silent. Every teacher who'd been talking smack froze up, jaws dropped, eyes going from disgust to pure shock. I sighed and said, "Sorry it took so long. Stayed back all those years and only got this rating. My bad." The second I said that, every teacher's face went dark. I didn't bother with them. Waved goodbye and bounced. With power like this, college wasn't even on my radar. I pulled up my skill tree, branches spread out, each one loaded with unique awakening skills. I picked 2 new ones. First, Mobile Slaughter, passive. Every bullet now has explosive properties. Snap your fingers and every bullet that landed detonates. Every 100 strength points, sure 1 ton of TNT. Second, Quantum Leap, mobility skill. Moonlight steps, flash jumps, instant dashes, and air combos. Hyperspeed movement skill. On activation, body goes quantum for 10 seconds. Completely untargetable. Learning both cost 200 million purple gold. But I wasn't sweating it. Hit up the auction house, listed every single drop from the Goblin Dungeon at 10% off. Almost instantly, my inbox got flooded with sale notifications. Balance shot up to 340 million. After learning the skills, I dropped another 100 mil on a full legendary set with infinite ammo dual pistols. With the full gear buff, my stats went through the roof. Strength hit an insane 2,150. Heading to Black Rock Volcano, I skipped the teleporter, popped Quantum Leap, and blazed out as a streak of light. Below me, some fresh grads saw nothing but a blur ripping across the sky above them. The shockwave from my footsteps alone shattered the elite mob they'd been struggling with. Just like that. "Yo, what the? Some guy just flew by and one-shot our mob!" They stood there stunned, scrambling over the loot he left behind. I reached Black Rock Volcano in no time, level 60 mobs everywhere. The second I landed, a level 60 obsidian giant fired lasers at me, and a fire lizard spat venom. Dozens more attacks came flying in from every direction. I just stood there. My body flickered like a ghost. Every attack phased right through me, blasting craters in the mountains behind. Quantum mode. Pretty sick, not gonna lie. When the 10-second invincibility ended, I drew both guns. The monster sensed death coming and bolted. Too late. My pistols lit up, spraying a storm of fire, turned the whole mob into Swiss cheese. XP bar jumped me up 2 levels. Still not satisfied though. Regular mobs were too weak. I set my sights on that massive volcano. A supreme boss was waiting inside. "Hold the line, there's no way out!" "Keep firing. All units brace yourselves." The raid leader screamed in despair, but it was too late. They were completely surrounded. Then some dude just strolled in, casually spinning dual pistols like he was taking a walk in his backyard. Someone yelled at me, Once you're in, you can't teleport out, idiot. I didn't even acknowledge them. Just walked straight into the chaos.